Welcome back to Lethal Hammer's channel. Today we're looking at Acer's new 24-inch S243HL. It is a LED LCD. In this case we do have three of them set up in our Nvidia 2D surround. Just a couple things to point off on this monitor. It is turned on now. It's fairly black. We got our Battlefield Bad Company running. We do have it set up in the full 2D, but just want to go over the details of the actual monitor ahead of time. Sorry, using the terrible handy cam. So you see you have your standard menu, quite a few options for adjusting position. You have a couple for your ACM mode. The ACM, this monitor sports an 8,000,000:1 automatic contrast setting. It's pretty adjustable, especially when you go through the individual settings for brightness, contrast, and color temp. They actually give you two places to adjust the color temp, here in the main menu, and then I believe there's in the auto button. Sorry, I'm not recall. Oh, there it is. It's the upper button. You can also adjust it QuickTime here. You can see down below there's quite a few button options. This is the one to open just the quick option. This is for auto select. This opens your main menu, and then your selections, then your power button. You'll see it's lit blue when it's activated. It will be amber color when there's no power. Pretty good. The stand is pretty sturdy. The frame, the big thing about this is it's 15mm thin. These things are thin. In the back, great support. And then our connections, we have two HDMI, a analog, and then audio. Haven't tested the speakers out on this, and I won't be for this review, but pretty decent connections. I wish there was a DVI connection. As you can see, we have all three of them connected with DVI cable or HDMI cables. But now let's get into the nitty-gritty. How do these perform in 2D surround? We'll just continue on from a resume point that I was at. Let you get a feeling for how it looks. When I first connected these monitors, they were pretty, the contrast ratio seemed very high. And there we go. The contrast ratio seemed very high, almost gave the image a really muted look. Just adjusted the ACM. The ACM came disabled or off. Just turned that on and that rich color came back out. As you can see, we have all three screens. If you see the little blue in the upper corner right there, that's the EVGA temps on our GTX 480s. But the game looks really nice. There's our current temps. I don't know if you can read that. This camera is pretty bad, so they're running about 45 Celsius at 92-93% load right now. This is the only game currently that I know of that puts these graphic cards to full use. I really need a tripod so I can show you all three screens at once, but again, these screens run really well. If I can only control without a mouse. But this isn't really a review on the game itself, but just showing you how these monitors look in 2D surround. So again, the contrast ratio on these, really nice, especially with the setting of the ACM. And the design, very modern, straightforward, very thin form factor. They are full HD 1080p, supporting 1920 by 1080. They're 24-inch, and they support Windows 7 right out of the box. I had no problem setting them up. Recognized it, went into Nvidia control panel, easily was able to set up the 2D surround just by enabling it. Definitely a great buy. Picked them up at Newegg. Got a really good deal on them. and I definitely recommend the purchase. Thanks for checking out the channel, and go ahead for yourself and check out the new Acer 24-inch S243HL.